You're listening to 30 Pounds Down, where losing weight is simplified with healthy habits. I'm Glenda Hill, a nurse turned holistic nutritionist. Let's go to the show. Hello, welcome, my friend. Today it's all about the joy of eating and how it can lead to achieving your healthy weight goals. I'm going to share some tips about seasoning your meals so that you can prevent cravings and overeating. Have you ever finished a meal and maybe an hour, not even an hour later, you find yourself looking for something to eat? Not because you're hungry for food, it's because you're hungry for satisfaction. When our meals are overseasoned or poorly balanced, our bodies and our taste buds are left unsatisfied. And this leads to cravings and overeating and frustration. But it's a cycle that we can easily break. Now, if you find that this episode blesses you, please share it with a friend, okay? And subscribe, all right? Now, if your meals are not satisfying you, body and soul, chances are you are relying on processed foods that leave you nutrient depleted and craving, right? Whole foods, plant-based foods, are God's perfect provision to break this cycle. It's going to give you energy and balance and true satisfaction. So we're going to talk about the foods, but we're also going to talk about the seasonings that you put on the foods to make them taste better, right? We want to make sure that we are using fundamental tastes. We have salt, sweetness, sour, bitter, savory. All these tastes on our taste buds, they need to have expression. And if they don't, we don't feel satisfied. Plant-based foods are delicious choices, and they are a wise approach to you achieving your healthy weight and even your health goals in general, because the whole foods like fruits and vegetables, nuts, grains, and seeds, they're typically lower in calories and they're packed with essential nutrients. But the way to get the flavor is to make sure that the foods are picked when they're ripe and they are prepared fresh as possible, using that freshness and the ripeness and the correct season also, because that's going to allow the flavors to just explode. And it's going to offer you a satisfying eating experience that nourishes you body and soul. In Genesis 1:29, God tells us, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. Isn't this wonderful? We have fruits and vegetables on the face of the whole earth, my friend. So what this tells us is that food is for health and happiness. And we don't want to restrict ourselves to just what we're getting at the supermarket. We want to expand that and make sure we are getting a wide variety. When we embrace the variety and the richness of what God provided, we can experience true satisfaction at mealtime. In today's world, when the store-bought vegetables or the fruits, they lack the flavor, we naturally want to improve the taste, right? The common mistake is excessive seasoning. So what we do is we try to compensate for that lack of flavor by drowning them in sauces and some type of condiment to make them taste better, right? But we're not fooling our bodies. Studies in psychology tell us that our brains are wired to enjoy variety. So if you use the same mayonnaise, the same ketchup, the same mustard, the same condiments on the food, what you're doing then is you're causing your taste buds to be dull, right? And so it decreases their ability to get that signal from the brain that says complete, satisfied, and we want that mechanism in our bodies to be working optimally. God designed food to be a blessing, not a battle. So when you work hard to make something taste good, think about why. A Harvard study revealed that highly seasoned, ultra processed foods will shorten your life by up to 14 years. Wow, I thought that was really groundbreaking news. I'm here to share something with you that can make your meals enjoyable and help you to achieve a healthy weight. You know how sometimes we crave something sweet or something salty? Well, I have found that by focusing on the 5 fundamental tastes while preparing our meals, we can create that perfect balance that satisfies our cravings without even thinking about it. Here's a checklist of those 5 tastes. So we have salty, sweet, sour, bitter, savory. Now, as you cook, right, or as you prepare your meals, you can check off each of these tastes as you add it, right? This way, you're not just throwing ingredients together. You're crafting a joyful eating experience. What you're doing keeps your taste buds happy and prevents those cravings from sneaking up on you. When you embrace this method, you savor every flavor, every bite, and you feel great about your choices. And it's a fun way to reconnect with the food that you love while supporting your health goals. I'll never forget the first time I attended a live cooking class. The instructor explained the delicate art of seasoning and emphasizing that each ingredient in the dish has its own role to play. And when I got home, I couldn't wait to recreate what I learned. I got all my ingredients together and I reminded myself of what the instructor said. And she said, let each food shine. Too much seasoning can overpower, while just the right amount enhances. So I made my dish, and when I took my first bite, it was like a symphony of flavors. Earthy, bright, savory, just a touch of sweetness. It was so satisfying, and I didn't have cravings later on. But here's the part that surprised me the most. During the cooking class, we were encouraged to taste the ingredients before seasoning them. I'll admit, tasting raw zucchini and unsalted quinoa, it felt odd at first, but it was a revelation. You appreciate the natural flavors. When you go to season it, then you can enhance the flavor without going overboard. Now, what you can expect with proper seasoning is your cravings will disappear. Yeah, balanced flavors signals your brain that the meal is complete, reducing the desire to snack afterwards. Another thing you'll notice is that you'll feel energized. Did you know that many spices have antioxidant properties and can aid digestion? For example, things like ginger has a little kick to it. It helps with digestion. And cinnamon is well known to regulate blood sugar levels. Isn't it wonderful that God has given us everything we need to nourish our bodies and satisfy our taste buds and to honor Him with our choices? And when we embrace His natural gifts of the fruits and vegetables, nuts, grains, and seeds, salt and herbs and citrus and spices in balance, we can eat with joy and achieve our healthy weight goals. If you want to learn more, visit my website and check out my beautiful food gallery and the resources I have for you there. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friend and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment or a review. And until next time, peace to you and have a great day.